Hello, everyone. My name is Holly from Idaho, and during this hour, we are going to practice complaining and apologizing. And we'll do a reading exercise, listening, and speaking during this hour, and most likely looking at some phrases as well. Hello, Ken. How are you today?
Hello, hi there. It's I have to say that's my first time in Wordling, and I'm trying the trial version, and I have still to answer some questions. There are some pop-ups, so just give me one more minute. I
No
guess I
worries. No
can.
worries.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
So,
where are you from? Okay. Well, I'll come back to you. Okay. No worries. And
okay, all right.
okay, excellent. And it looks like my computer is free, so bear with me. Where from Ken?
So, okay. Am I now online? Seems so.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're online. I am. My computer is freezing. It looks like I'm going to drop out.
Who? Anybody there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello. I think Holly is freezing.
Okay. So we will have to wait.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Anna.
Hello. What happens? Holly have.
Holly had problems with the connection.
Okay. Thank you. I am waiting.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry for some
Hi.
reason. For some reason, my computer kind of decided not to cooperate. So welcome everyone. So it looks like we have Anna Berlin. Is that your name?
Yes.
Hi,
Yes,
nice
it's
to
me.
meet you. Where are you from, Anna Berlin?
I'm from Spain.
Spain. Awesome. Okay. And we have Anna Christina. Hi, Anna Christina. Okay, so her computer's probably loading. Hello, Anna, from Spain as well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you
Nice to
today?
see you. Very good. How
Nice
are
to see
you?
you
Nice to
again.
see you today. Yes.
Thank
And
you.
Ken, welcome to
Yes.
Verbling. Where are you from?
Thank you very much. Well, I'm from Germany. I'm attending from Germany. I'm originally coming from Turkey, and this is my very first lesson in Wordling. So let's see what happens.
Excellent. Well, welcome. We have people from all over the world, and my name is Holly, and I'm from Idaho in the United States. So, David, welcome.
Hi.
Hello, David. Hello, Anna Christina. Are you there? Okay, David, it looks like you're having problems with sound. We cannot hear you for some reason. Hello, German. How are you?
Hi, Holly. Hi, everybody. I'm fine, and you?
Excellent. Nice to see you. Nice to see
Nice to
you.
see you too.
Yeah. All right. And then we have, is it Jacobia?
Yeah, it's Jacopo.
Jacoba. Okay.
Yeah,
Jacoba. All right. And you are from, was it Spain?
Italy.
Italy. That's right. Okay. Italy. Okay. And so, and then David, can you speak yet?
Hi,
Hi. Where are you from, David?
I'm from Ecuador, but now I live in London.
Where are you living in?
In London.
London. Oh, awesome. All right. So it looks like we have a wonderful group of people from all over the world. We have three Annas today. That's great. We have Ana Bolin from Spain. Ana Cristina, can you speak? And Ana Cristina is from Colombia, so she must be having microphone problems. We have Ana from Spain, and also Can from Germany, but originally from Turkey. And then we have David, who's
Yes.
living in London, originally from Ecuador. German from Chile.
Well,
And then we have Jacoba from Italy. And then Amparo, you are from, is it Honduras? Okay, Amparo, able to speak? She's probably just loading up. Sometimes people have slower computers. Ana Cristina, can you speak yet? All right. Well, we'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to go off of camera now and excellent. Welcome everyone. Amparo, can you speak yet?
Hi, teacher.
Hi. How are you? So remind me where you are from.
Well, thank you. From Ecuador.
From Ecuador. Okay, for some reason it was Honduras, and I thought, no, that's not right. So Ecuador, awesome. Okay, and then we have Ana Cristina. Can you speak now?
yes, finally. Hello.
Awesome. Welcome. All right, nice to see you. So
nice to see you.
All right. So today's what we are going to do today, just a real quick topic. We're going to start out by doing a reading exercise. The topic is on complaining and apologizing. So we'll do a reading exercise. So think of times people have complained to you in your company, or you have complained. We will also look at some phrases. We'll look at some phrases, and then we will do a listening exercise. And we'll end up working on phrases and practicing complaining and apologizing. Hopefully we can get to the role play, but it just depends. So anyway, this is a material. You can always, for those of you who are new to my classes, you can always find the material. Usually this link right here. I press on this link and you can also get the audio. And that's on the first page. And so before classes, if you know you're going to take a class from me, you can always look at that material. Let me give you the link though ahead of time, and you can also actually download the MP3 if you want to listen to it later to practice your listening. Okay. Here is the link for the material. All right. All right, so let's get started. All right, so Amparo, I'm going to start out by asking everybody a warm-up question. So Amparo, could you tell us about the last time you complained as a customer? What happened?
Sorry, I don't know if I have had trouble with my connection, but it was choppy and
okay.
I didn't listen to you.
Okay, did not understand?
No, can you repeat, please?
Yes. Can you tell us about the last time you complained as a customer?
The last time, I don't remember something lately. No, usually when I go to the supermarket, generally I don't have too much to complain.
Okay.
No, I don't remember something.
You can't remember a time that you complained. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and Ana Belén, can you think about the last time you went to a restaurant or a store or your telephone company? When was the last time you complained?
To the telephone company, because 2 weeks ago, the technician in Spain who works for telecom companies was on a strike during 3 weeks, I think.
Oh, really?
Then they cut the Wi-Fi lines, the optical fiber, and 300 hundred and thousand people in Spain didn't have connection to internet and fix it.
Oh no.
Telephone. Finally, after 3 weeks of after 3 weeks they get an agreement with telephone company in Spain, and finally the technician resolved the problems.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, wow. So your internet went down due to a strike. How frustrating. Oh wow.
Then I was called to the telephone company all the days.
Yeah.
Complained about the situation, and they didn't tell me anything about the strike. I heard about it in the radio and in internet.
Oh, okay. So you didn't, but they didn't say anything. They just said,
No.
we're sorry, and we'll get this fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Amparo, you said you remembered something?
Yes, my internet service that I've been calling the service, and they just came here to check. But it's just when they are there here, the internet is working perfect. When they left my home, they started. It's supposed to have a plan, but never we have the complete bandwidth.
Yeah. So
Not even they have.
Wow. So the internet was spotty.
And also with the
Up, down.
the TV cable.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
TV cable service also. We lost the connection, and we called the company, and what happened? They have they came to my neighbor's home, and they confused the cables, and they cut my cable for mistake, and that is why we lost the connection. And then the guy said, you have to pay. You go, why? The mistake was yours, not mine. You cut the cable for mistake. I cannot pay the cable because I didn't broke this wire. It was your mistake. Yeah. So that was the last time.
So internet company, and then also the cable company. Okay.
Yeah.
The cable company cut a wire. Wow. Okay. And Ana Cristina, how about you? What was the last thing you complained about to a company?
My last complaint was the last week when I had to call to my company internet too.
Oh, internet company as well. Okay.
Yeah. Because my service is really bad here in my neighborhood, and every week I had to call, and they send me technical support, but the problem continued. But I have to finish my contract with that company, and right now I have a different internet company.
Oh wow! So you have two internet companies right now, one with bad service and one with better service.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we thought about doing that, putting two in, because that way when my internet goes down, I don't have to cancel any classes. So it's a good thing. So Anna, how about you? What was the last thing that you complained about? In restaurants, stores, internet?
No, no, especially in internet with telephone, internet, and so on, because sometimes they do a special offer in order to pay less money for the internet, and you unsubscribe the other company, and when they install all system, and you have to pay your I don't know how to say that, your month. I don't
The
know.
monthly fee.
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat?
Your monthly fee. You have to pay the monthly fee.
Yes. You have to pay much more money than they tell us. Is always the same. The same. Finally, you pay much more money, and you don't get any advantage. Any advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I totally understand that one. It's always like, really, because my telephone bills have been higher than what was quoted, and I'm like, what? So,
Yes.
yeah. All right,
Okay.
Cam, how about you? No, not Cam. Can. I'm sorry, Can. What was the last thing that you complained about? And you are muted. I muted you because I was hearing myself. So you need to go up to the top of the screen and press on the mute button. So unmute yourself, Can. Okay, up in the top, you'll see an icon. It's kind of like this right here. Is what you'll see. Okay. So while you're working on getting the microphone working again, David. How about you? Tell us about the last thing that you well, David from Ecuador. Sorry, you're next. No worries. David from Ecuador.
Okay, the last complaining I have is for my agency for take a flat in London, because it's very difficult in this city to has a good landlord or something like that, and the last is very bad.
Okay, the flat is bad, basically.
There are many complaints with this agency because, for example, the people of the agency enter in the flat without with a key, and we don't tell us before. Then it's like for fixing something, but we need to tell or something like that.
Yeah, that happened to me once.
Yeah.
I was not dressed appropriately. It was like, what?
Yeah, then this is not good.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. All right, thank you, David. And everyone who wasn't here earlier, this is David from Ecuador, but he's currently living in London. So, and David from Colombia, talk to us. What was the last thing that you had to complain about?
Hi, Holly again. Yes, well, actually, I came a little bit later to class because I was calling to the electricity company. Well, actually, I have a credit bank with them for to buy some stuff like electronical device or things like that. So I received the bill and they are asking me to pay 3 insurance, and I think that is a little bit it's too much, is exaggerate. So I was calling them because I want to cancel this service. So I was complaining
Yeah.
the cost of the bill.
Yeah, because the bill was inappropriate. And it's because they're wanting you to pay for certain things, and you're like, wait a minute, no.
No,
okay.
right.
Yes. Right, and you're like, Sorry, I have a choice. So,
Yes,
all right.
I have rights.
Yeah, exactly. And German, how about you? What was the last time you complained?
Oh, I remember like 2 months ago, I
Uh-huh.
bought two air tickets to go to Brazil, but the company charged me 4 tickets, so I had to call.
Oh.
But was not so hard. They solve it very
Uh-huh.
fast. Like in, they take his time because I paid with credit card,
Mm-hmm.
but I answer very well, so I was calm. I understand the situation and
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you were overcharged for tickets. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. And Ken, welcome back. Are you able to speak yet? I know you were speaking. You're good. Awesome. Can you
So,
speak?
can you hear me? I had some
Yeah.
problems with my internet connections.
Yes, we can hear you fine. Yep.
Okay, the last time. Okay, the last time I got angry because of my health insurance, and I asked them a few days ago to call me back because of a bill they had sent me, and I wanted to talk to someone, and the guy on the phone explicitly asked me if I want to have a letter, and I said I'd like to have a call back.
Uh-huh.
Sent another letter and a payment letter, and they were always sending me letters, and then I called them, and we had to speak it out, and they have understood it, and today they've called me back finally, and we
Good.
came to a satisfying solution.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so basically you requested them to communicate with you one way and they were like, "No, we'll send a letter." Right? And you wanted to talk to them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Now, question for you. Since you live in Germany, now do you speak German or was this in English? Or are you because you said you were from Turkey originally. So do you speak German as well? Can?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So was
Sorry, the connection is awful.
okay. Right. So okay, so you speak German? So, all right, let's go on. Let's look at this warm up, and also for those of you who are new, please make sure that you're muted, especially when you're not speaking. So, thank you, because I'm hearing myself otherwise, because a lot of times we're not having headsets and stuff like that. So let's look at this. What we're going to do is we are going to read the following text. How far would you agree with the points raised? Have you experienced the situations described below from the point of view of a customer or a business? So we have customer complaints. And let's go ahead and we'll have everybody read about two or three sentences, and then we'll go to the next person. And I will listen for pronunciation, so if there's a pronunciation issue, I will stop and tell you. And please write down any words that you do not know, and then we can discuss those words. So let's start with German. Can you read the first 2 or 3 sentences?
Okay. Customer complaints. Many business people regard a customer complaint as a negative experience. However, if your business handles complaints properly, previously unhappy customers may start singing your praises. Consider.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, and David, could you read to the rest of this paragraph?
Okay.
David from Colombia. Colombia, David.
Yes, Holly, consider as a complaint as one of the best opportunities you have to show your commitment to creating another satisfied customer.
Okay, next sentence.
Sure. Customer loyalty is one of the biggest assets as a business has. Fight for this loyalty, be passionate about it.
All right, thank you. All right, and David from Ecuador, can you read the next paragraph? It looks like it's only 3 sentences. So.
Okay. A complaint should be handled sympathetically and promptly. Some businesses believe that if they don't receive many complaints, their customers must be satisfied. Wrong. Only a few customers will complain to you. The majority will not return to your business and will tell others of their bad experiences.
Okay, thank you. Okay, why should your business welcome complaints? So Anna, can you read the first bullet point?
Yes, some published statistics say that a typical business hears from only 4% of its dissatisfied customers. The other 96% just go quietly away, and 91% of them will never come back.
All right, thank you. And
Thank you.
remember with the past tense ed, right? So some published statistics. So this is a T here, and the E is silent. So published statistics, okay? Ana
Okay,
Cristina,
thank you.
you're welcome. Ana Cristina, can you read the next one?
A typical dissatisfied customer tells more than 8 people about his or her problem.
Okay, and Ana Belén, can you read the next one?
6 out of 10 complaining customers will do business with you again if you resolve the complaint favorably.
Okay, so instead of 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. Handling complaints. Try putting the following points into practice. Ampero, could you read the next two?
Set up a complaints handling system and train your staff to handle complaints well. Make it easy for customers to lodge a complaint.
And then I'll read the last one. Welcome customer complaints and deal with complaints promptly. Okay, so first of all, before we discuss this, are there any words or phrases that you would like to have clarified? Everybody fine?
What does praises mean?
Praises?
Praises in the first paragraph.
In the first paragraph, okay. Unhappy customers may start singing your praises. So this is actually an idiom, to sing your praises. And basically, what they will do is they will start to recommend you. They will start recommending and say nice things. So if a customer complains and the business handles it right, the customers will sing your praises, or also known as recommend and say nice things about you. Very good question. All right, any other words? Or phrases? Okay. All right, so how about you? Question for you. We'll start with Anna. Anna, who are you? Are you the 4% who will complain, or are you the 96% that goes quietly away?
Maybe the 4%, because when I had a problem with the internet company, I always claim by phone to resolve the problem.
All right. Thank you, Ana Cristina. How about you? Are you one of the 4%, or are you one of the 96%?
It's difficult that everybody have happy with whatever service. I don't know. I don't know how is the answer, but I think so.
Okay, so you think that which one? So do you complain more or do you walk? Like, if you're at a restaurant, Ana Cristina, and the service is very bad, do you say something or do you walk away?
I say something.
Okay, so it sounds like you're one of the 4%. So, okay. And David from Ecuador, are you one of the 4% who says something, or are you one of the 96% that walks away?
I thought I want to be the 4%, but I'm the 96%.
Oh, you want to be the 4%, but you're the 96%.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And why is that you walk away?
Because I don't have time for complaints in uh, every side place I'm going is bad attention. Then
Uh-huh.
I only don't pass more in this side. That's it.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Anna Boleyn, how about you? Are you one of the 4% or are you one of the 96%?
I think I am one of the 96%
Okay.
because I think complaints usually never go anywhere,
Mhm.
and it takes long time to make a complaint.
Mhm. Yeah. So you actually just don't even um I mean you don't say anything. You just walk away. Do you tell other people?
Yes, sometimes I present a complaint, but it's
Uh-huh.
not most of the cases.
Uh-huh. All right. Thank you. All right. And let's see. David from Colombia, how about you? Are you one of the 4% or one of the 96%?
Yes, Holly, I think that I am part of the 96%.
No, the 96%. And why don't you complain?
Well, I think that before I was shyness, I am improving a little bit about complaining. Is I am trying to complain more
Uh-huh.
because I think that actually my money I want to to show that my money has a value. So I think that I am currently 96, but
Uh-huh.
I am trying to go to the 4% side.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Ampero, how about you? Are you the 96% or are you the 4%?
That depends on the service because if you have a public service, you cannot add any choice. So I am in
Uh-huh.
between the 90, 96 because
Uh-huh.
you don't have any other choice. But
Uh-huh.
it's in a private company, yes, you have more choices, so you
Uh-huh.
can complain and just change to another one.
Uh-huh. And so for you, and that's kind of me. If I know that I make a change, then I'll say something. But if I realize that I have no choice anyway, I'm not going to say anything. So,
Yeah,
but I
because
guess
if
I
you are
have.
going to a public institution to make a complaint, maybe
Mhm.
you can spend 2 hours there, and probably you are not going to get anything back.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you just
True.
waste time.
That's true. I might ask for a supervisor though, so I might go that way. But yeah, but I'm definitely one of the 4%. So, German, how about you? Are you one of the 4% or are you one of the 96%?
For me, it depends of the situation or the problem. For
Mhm.
example, in an easy problem like a restaurant, probably I will be the 96%
Uh huh.
because I don't want, because for me it doesn't work. But
Mhm.
in hard problems, for example, my situation of the air tickets, obviously
Uh
the
huh.
4%.
Okay, so for you, it depends on whether it's kind of a monetary thing. So the 4 tickets, you wanted your money back, right?
Yeah, because I don't want to I don't like to complain, but sometimes you have to do it and fight for your rights.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
sometimes for me it doesn't work.
Now, and it was interesting because I lived as most of you know, I lived in Finland for 11 years, right? And this was an area that it was completely a different culture because I came from a family, I came from a culture where it's a customer service culture in the States, and if there's something wrong at a restaurant or if there's something wrong, you tell them, you give them feedback, and you complain. And sometimes they'll give you, they'll give you a free breakfast because you have said something. They want to make it right, and then you become a happy customer. When I lived in Finland, I learned that when I was with friends, if I complained, all my friends would just get embarrassed because in Finland they just didn't complain. So I was asking some of my students about it, and all of them said this one phrase, and I thought, wow, that's really ingenious. They said, we let our feet do the talking. So basically, they walk away and never come back. So, and that, of course, is the 94% or the 96% that they let their feet do the talking, they leave, and then the 91% they never go back. For me, I think the last time I complained was a brand new little store that I went into, and I decided, okay, I wanted to check out the store and see what it was. And I had I think I picked out a bag of chips and some soda or something like that to buy. And I went to the front and I gave them my debit card, and they said, well, that will be a 50%, it was either a 25-cent or a 50-cent extra charge for using your card. And I said, no, and I instead of I complained first, and then I walked away, and so I did not pay for it at all. So that's what I did. But I'm definitely a complainer. So, but I found it very strange. My friends would all get very very embarrassed. Holly, how are you today? So let's look at the following typical reasons for complaining in business, and let's match them to the possible excuses or reasons on the right. So we have damaged goods, goods never arrived, a late delivery, an overdue payment, lack of customer service. And we have a delay at the border, a lost invoice, a missing order, an accounting error, bad handling, and business is short-staffed. So let's see if we can match these. Matthew, are you there? Can you speak?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, nice to see you. How's everything in Chicago?
Everything is going well.
Excellent. All right. So let's start with Amparo. Can you go ahead and match one of these words with the reason for the complaint?
Goods never arrive. A missing order.
Yeah. Yeah. Goods never arrived and a missing order. Yes. So a missing order. Yep. That is correct. And Anna Boleyn, can you choose one of these? Anna Boleyn, are you there? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Okay. Can you choose one of these?
Delivery.
Mm-hmm.
A delay at the border.
A late delivery would be a delay at the border. Perfect. Okay, and Anna Christina.
An overchain, an accounting error.
So an overcharge instead of overtime, overcharge would be an accounting error. Perfect. Okay. All right. And Anna, could you do the next one?
Yes, damage goods, bad handling.
Yeah, bad handling would be damaged goods. Perfect. Okay.
Handling, yes.
Handling, yes. And then David from Ecuador. One of these.
Lack of customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Is business is short staff.
Business is short staff. Perfect. Okay. And then David from Colombia, could you do the next one?
Yes, Holly. The last one, no? An overdue payment. An overdue payment. A lost invoice.
Lost invoice, yes. An overdue payment would be a lost invoice. Excellent. Okay. All right. All right. So what we're going to do now is we are going to listen to 4 dialogues. Which complaint or excuse did you hear? And then we'll write down what action was decided on each dialogue. And I'm going to actually make this easier for you all in one respect, because I'm going to put the dialogue here so you can read along with what you are hearing. Okay? So one moment.
Dialogue 1. I'm afraid we have a problem with your latest delivery. It arrived 3 days late again.
I'm very sorry about that. I'm afraid our driver was delayed at the border.
Well, this is about the 10th time that this has happened this year, and we are not satisfied. If this problem is not resolved, I'm afraid we will have to consider changing supplier.
I understand. Leave it with me. I will look into the matter and do what I can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Thank you. I really hope we can sort this out. Dialogue 2.
Hello, Jane. I'm calling because we have a problem with our order.
Oh, what seems to be the problem? Didn't you receive all the goods you ordered?
Well, we received everything, but some of the goods are damaged.
I'm sorry to hear that. In what way are they damaged?
Well, the casing on some of the television sets seems to be cracked.
Oh, I am very sorry. This has never happened before. It must be due to bad handling. If you send us back the damaged sets, we'll send you replacements immediately and give you a discount on your next order.
Thanks a lot.
I apologize again for any inconvenience caused. If you have any more problems, please let me know.
Dialogue 3.
Hello, John. I'm calling about a mistake on our invoice. It looks like you've overcharged us by £50.
I'm sorry about this. Our accounts department must have made a small mistake when they processed your order. We'll issue a corrected invoice immediately.
I tell you what, could you just subtract the extra amount from the next invoice?
Certainly. I apologize again for the mistake.
It's all right. Have a nice day.
Dialogue 4. Can I have a word with the manager, please?
Yes, that's me. How can I help you?
Well, I just want to complain about the lack of customer service here. I just can't find anyone to help me choose a laptop.
Yes, I'm very sorry, madam. We are rather short-staffed at the moment. Please wait here and I'll find someone to help you.
All right, did everybody hear that well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I used to send people to a link and then I realized, I could move my headset. You guys can hear what I hear. So awesome. Okay, so let's listen. We've listened to the 4 dialogues, and did everybody understand more or less? Was it helpful to have it on the screen? So, for the dialogue 1, what excuse did you hear? Does anybody remember?
Delay at the border.
A delay at the border. Okay, a dialogue 1 was excuse 3, a delay at the border. Perfect. And dialogue 2, which one was that?
Good damage.
Damaged goods. Damaged goods. Okay. And then dialogue 3, what one was that?
Overcharge.
Okay, so an overcharge. Okay. And then dialogue 4.
Lack of customer service.
Okay, and what was decided? I'll ask one person. David from Ecuador. What did they decide on the first dialogue? What did they decide to do?
For the TV.
Yeah, the first one, first dialogue.
Yeah, is give back the television and replace for another and take a 20% discount in the next.
Okay, so that's dialogue 2. Okay, yeah, so he promises to replace the damaged cent and then give and offers a discount. All right, excellent. So that would be dialogue 2. So the supplier promises to replace damaged sets and offers a discount on the customer's next order. Does anybody remember about dialogue 1? Anna, do you remember dialogue 1?
Yes, more or less. He thought he tell the customer he will looking into the matter. He's sure it will never happen again.
Perfect. All right, and then David from Colombia. It's dialogue number 3. Do you remember what happened here?
It's about the television. The problem with the television.
No,
I think.
That's dialogue number 2.
Dialogue number 3. Sorry, I forget what.
No worries. Let's see if somebody else can remember. Ana Cristina, do you remember dialogue number 3?
Yes, maybe the customer was calling about a mistake. Overchain, bill overchain.
Yeah, so overcharged.
Overcharged.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the supplier will subtract the overcharge from the customer's next invoice. Okay, and then the last one. So, German. Do you remember dialogue 4? What happened there?
Well, I remember, but I don't remember the solution.
Okay, don't remember the solution. Okay, so yeah, she was complaining because she was trying to get help for her laptop. So, Amparo, do you remember the solution?
No, the last one. Just I was remember the third one.
Okay, okay. And so, Anna Berlin, do you remember the solution?
Yes, the manager tell her that he's going to look for a person.
Okay. So he will, so he will find somebody to help the customer. Have you guys ever, this happened to me once, and I can't remember the details, but I think it was at a restaurant, but I wasn't getting served. I was not getting service at all. And so I went I left my table, went to the manager, complained, and I still didn't get any service. And has that ever happened to any of you guys? Or is it just me?
That was McDonald's or
I don't know if it was McDonald's. I don't remember the details. I just remember watching this supervisor or manager say, "Okay, ma'am, I'll take care of it," and then he never did. So invoice and bill are the same things. Yes. Did somebody ask that?
What is the normal? What word is normal using in your country?
Okay, well, they're both used. Usually, when it comes to the consumer and the customer, we actually call it a bill. Okay, but when it's between company and company, we call it an invoice. So if you're at a restaurant, you can say, "Can I have my bill, please. If you are calling a company on behalf of your job, then you might ask for about the invoice. Also, if you receive a bill from the telephone company or from the internet provider or the electric company, you can actually use invoice or bill, and they would get it. Normally, though, at a restaurant or anytime you actually receive a receipt, we would not call it an invoice. So if that makes any sense. So, but they are basically the same, and they're used simultaneously. So. All right, let's look at some useful expressions here. Let's, instead of listening again, since you guys had a chance to read it, let's see if you guys can remember these words, okay? And we'll help each other out. But Amparo, can you try number the first one?
I am. From the first dialogue?
Yeah, from the first dialogue.
I am.
Or I guess instead of calling one person, let's see if everybody, just whoever figures out the word, please say it. So I'm what?
I'm afraid.
Afraid, yes. Okay. I'm afraid we
have
a problem, yes.
With
your latest delivery. Yeah. And then of course I get, okay, so with your latest delivery, perfect. And then what would the next one? I'm very
sad.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, about that. I'm afraid our driver was
Delayed.
delayed. Okay, leave it
with me.
With me. I will
looking
into the matter. Yeah, I will look into the matter. Okay, we will look into the matter. Okay. Okay, and then number 4. I'm
calling
back.
I'm calling, not back.
Because.
Yeah. Because. Oops.
We had.
Instead of had, what is a?
We
We have a
problem.
Okay. And number 5.
What seems.
Okay, guys, I'm not hearing your voices. It's all the women. So you can. Number 6.
In the way.
In what way?
Are they delayed?
Damage.
You're right. Damaged. Sorry. Damaged. So I'm very sorry. This has never happened before. It must be
due
to bad handling. If you
send
us the damage sets, we'll send you replacements immediately and yes. All right, I heard a guy's name, a guy's voice. Yay! Give you a
discount.
Another guy's voice. Okay, if this were a contest, women would be winning. Okay, on your next order. Okay, number 9. I
apologize.
Apologize again for any
inconvenience.
Any inconvenience. Yeah. It's kind of weird to type this without the first letter. Number 10. I'm calling about a
mistake.
our invoice. Anyone?
Overcharge?
Yeah, well, yeah, you overcharged us, so this one is overcharged.
Overcharged.
Okay.
What was the first one?
It looks like.
Yeah, so it looks like you have overcharged us by $50. And then number 11, I'm
sorry
about this. Yeah. Our accounts department. Our accounts department. 11. Accounts department must have. Yeah. It has to be must have. I have made have, and I'm like, what? Must have made a small mistake when they processed your order. Number 12.
Issue?
Issue. Will issue you a
correct
invoice immediately. I'm very sorry, madam. We are.
Rather?
Yeah, rather short. Sorry, next one.
Short-staffed.
Short-staffed. Okay. Staffed. And please.
Will
wait here.
Oops. That's pretty far from the blank. Please wait here, and I'll
find solution.
Find someone
to help you.
Find someone to help you. Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So let's go on. I'm gonna move on to here. Okay. So we've got these. We've got making a complaint, apologizing and explaining, getting more information, and promising actions. So let's add the following expressions to these categories above. So let's start with German. Can you start with number 15? Can you read that and then tell me what category that would be?
I'm just not satisfied with the level of customer service. Making a complaint.
Yes, making a complaint. Perfect. We'll just do it right here. Okay, and number 16, David from Colombia. Hello, David, are you there? Okay, so David from Ecuador.
Sorry about that. It's probably a computer error. I need apologizing and explaining.
Perfect. Apologizing and explaining. Okay, and next person would be Anna. Anna, are you there?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Is it still under warranty? Getting more information.
Getting more information. Now, as far as pronunciation for that, Anna,
yes.
Is it still under guarantee? So the U is silent.
Yes.
Guarantee.
It's difficult. Guarantee?
A guarantee, yes. Excellent.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Ana Cristina, can you do the next one?
Can you be a little more specific? Getting more information.
Mm-hmm. Getting more information, yes. Okay, and then Anna Boleyn.
What is the nature of the problem? Getting more information too.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting more information, and I think in customer service, it's one of the things that I've trained people on customer service before, and it's something I always tell people that this is getting more information. I think is the most important step, because if you don't understand the problem, you can't really help them very well. And then Ampero, can you do number 12?
Promising action. I'll take care of.
No, I'm sorry, number 20. I'm sorry. I said 12. Yeah, promising action. Okay. Promising action. I'll take care of it right away. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do a little bit of role play. So we have, I'm sorry, we have no time left. I apologize for that. So everyone, I want to thank you for your participation, and I hope to see you in another class at another time. Thank you very much, and it's nice to meet you both, Ken and
Thank you, Holly. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Holly.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ali.
Bye.